Well, hello, it's Saturday, August 27th, and
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
hey, we're back up here, and we weren't up here for a couple weeks, but we are back. And in the meantime, since we've been gone, I did order the rudder return cable modified, or I don't know what you call it. Anyways, the retrofit kit for this. This will add an additional rudder return. We'll show that later. But let's see, what did we do? The wingtip, we abandoned those wingtips. Already have the carbon fiber wingtips on order. They're actually going to be here this week. Aerosport said it was going to be 6 to 8 weeks on those. I put my order in, and they emailed me back right away and said they actually had a pair in stock, so they are sending those out. So we will be going with the carbon fiber wingtips, so those are on the way. So today, I'm not sure, we're gonna have to do some review here and see what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna get started on this or what. We do want to chase down that pulley vibration in the rudder cables. And thanks for the tips and suggestions, those that did. I think it might be the tang that mounts to the rudder horn. I know the instructions that we had said that it shouldn't have any play, but also it should have some, be loose enough to move, to pivot. And once we tensioned those cables, I think that they got a little tight in there. So we're going to check that out, maybe loosen one of those up and see if that helps, or I guess loosen both of them up, see if that helps. But what else? Oh, and the wingtips. I apologize, I can't remember off the top of my head who offered to build me another set of wingtips because they've got that jig dialed in. Thank you very much for that offer. Like I said, we just decided to go with the carbon fiber. We had, that had been kind of the plan from the beginning, was to get those wingtips, but wanted to give the Rand's factory tips a try, but that's where we got, so that's what we got. So here we go. Chasing down this rudder cable noise, and one of the things I had thought of, and was also suggested by some other viewers, was that scoot in here a little bit, was that the nuts are too tight on the rudder horn tang where it attaches to the cable. And you can see that here. Here's that tang. Can you swing that rudder around? There you go. And the nut and the bolt are back here. And when I had put this on, it said to do it till it was tight, but not too much play, but still enough, still loose enough to move back and forth. So feeling it when the way it is, or the way it was, there was a little bit of vibration coming from there. It was maybe a little too tight, so I backed both of those nuts off about, not quite a half a turn. So you can see I've got some play in there now. Did that on both sides. So if you move that rudder back and forth, you can see that those aren't hanging up. Those tangs aren't hanging up anymore. But still have the same issue going on with those at the pulley location. And hang on a second. So we're getting the same thing now when we move the rudder. I don't know if you can see that. See how that vibrates there? So it's still going on, and I don't know if I can't point it out without getting my hand in the way. If it's that nut and bolt that hold those two U-brackets together, they're supposed to be a little bit loose so that assembly can pivot around. But I'm wondering if they're too loose or not tight enough, or what the deal is. So I guess our next step is we'll have to detension these rudder cables and pull those pulleys out and take a look at those. Okay, we took the cables loose, the rudder cables loose, and I'm going to show well, first thing I checked was to see if maybe there was something binding up on the pulleys themselves, and they're not. They're free, they're not tight, they don't drag or anything, they're just fine. So the other thing I'm looking at is when we fabricated the bushings, where that attaches that bolt on the top that goes through that bulkhead attach point. I don't know, those bushings might have, it was early on, we didn't do the best job on the bushings. Maybe we might need to redo those, but here I'm going to show how loose that whole pulley assembly is, to see if maybe get an opinion on if that's the problem. Got the parts out for the rudder return cable. I guess I call it a retrofit, but this is what comes with the newer models, and we bought this to add on here. And what we've got is these two pieces, these flat pieces. I guess the rudder keeper or pulley keeper. So that goes underneath this control. We'll drill these, transfer drill those in the bottom skin, and that'll rivet in. We've got to see if we can do this without having to take these controls out, but I don't know if that'll be possible. We'll have to transfer drill these holes here, and that's after you bolt this pulley in to that with the cable through it. So that cable goes up, connects to there where this front cable return, rudder return cable is. The other thing that came with this kit is a replacement piece, and that is for, oh, if you can see it, that piece right there gets replaced with this, and this will adjust the tension on that rudder return cable there. So it's kind of a complicated little setup here, I think. I'm getting the gist of the concept of it here, what we're doing, but we're yeah, just kind of taking it step by step, figuring this out. I was thinking I could drill those holes out in that bracket without having to take this control stick out. It's been pointed out to me by the project manager that there's no way I'm going to get a rivet puller down in there to pull a rivet. So she wins.
Woohoo!
We got some weather coming through today. We knew we were supposed to get some thunderstorms, but so yeah, the winds are blowing like crazy right now. Well, we're wrapped up for today, and as you saw, we did some work on the rudder pedal return cables there. We did prime those pieces that go down on the floorboard, so we're not doing anything with those. Let those sit out for the day, but we got everything else in place. Still haven't figured out the mystery of the noise in the pulleys down there at Station 8. I shot some, you'll see, or you saw some video of that already. Get that over to Rands and figure out what's going on. We did do connectors, did the Deutsch connectors on our stick grips and got the all the lights connected. So we got the beacon, the 2 landing lights, the 2 nav strobe lights, connectors all done on those. So
Got the new thing.
is that the technical term for it?
It is. The U-bolt. Or
Oh,
U-bracket.
for the rudder return. Yeah.
Yes.
Got that in, so. Yep. Well, hey, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good evening, and that's it for now.